Thank you again for serving as clinical faculty for our practicum and or internship courses. This video is going to show you how to complete the form after you do a site visit for your student. All students get a site visit midway through their practicum, internship 1, and internship 2 courses. We recommend prioritizing students who might be facing some struggles first in your list of students. Additionally, we recommend meeting with students in advance and identifying any potential areas of advocacy of which you can be of assistance during your site visit. The site visit should occur with both the student and site supervisor present, and this report should be completed immediately following the completion of your visit. You can find the visit form by clicking on Evaluation tab, and you'll come down here to Virtual Site Visit Evaluation, and you'll click the Start button. This will take you to a page where you will choose between the various students in your class by clicking this down arrow. That will help you identify for which student you're doing the form. I'm going to do the preview here so that we're not showing student identifying information, but you'll identify what level of clinical experience they are. This information here will auto-populate for you. You're going to verify that the student's professional liability insurance is indeed still active, and follow through with answering these questions. I would like to highlight this question here, which is the number of observations that have occurred to date. We prefer that students do recorded observations so that they can also use them for their in-class presentations. If that is not an option, remember they are allowed to have their site supervisor do live observations, and then the student is to record their clinical supervision of that live observation. That still allows the site supervisor to give them feedback about nonverbals, etc. It is an important topic of conversation because students need to have 3 of these in all 3 of our clinical semesters. So if they have not begun receiving them when you do your site visit, it is very important that you don't leave that site visit without a plan in place in order for students to be compliant with this requirement. Additional information here, I'd like to highlight that, again, all practicum experiences must be 100% in person. Students are allowed to add 50% virtual sites for their internship semesters. That is not required. It is required that internship semesters be a minimum of 50% in person. Then we would like to get your expectations of whether or not a site meets expectations for a variety of questions, whether it aligns with our program expectations, and if you think it's acceptable for the student to continue at this site or future students to do this site. If there's any recommended follow-ups for you to do or remediation that we might need in order for a student to be able to remain at that program. In instances where there are such concerns, it's important that you reach out to the clinical coordinator and let them know immediately. Then you will sign and date this form. Thank you again for your service.